Hey savages, once again I am bringing you another movie review, and today we're going to be looking at the 2017 film known as The Beguiled, and it's written and directed by Sofia. Coppola and is based on a novel of the same name and serves as a remake to the 1971 film. And this movie stars Colin, Farrell, Nicole, Kidman, Kirsten, Dunst, and Elle, and this basically tells the story of Colonel John McBurney, who is basically an injured Union soldier, and he seeks refuge at an all-female southern boarding school where the teachers and the students seem more than willing to help. Soon the sexual tensions lead to dangerous rivalries, but little do they know there is something insidious behind the man's intentions of being there. Alright, so I had a chance to check this out on Thursday along with Spider-Man Homecoming. My review should be up for that now, and The Beguiled to me was something that I was really looking forward to, because originally it was supposed to come out a couple of weeks ago, and when I didn't see it on the AMC list, I got a little worried that I wasn't going to be able to see it, and so I'm glad I'm finally able to see her body of work, and it does not disappoint. I love The Beguiled. I thought it was a good film, even with hearing about the original one and hearing about the book and how it ultimately ends up. I was still excited, and I found some good enjoyment and some twists and turns out of this. So again, to me, the spotlights of this movie, again, Colin Farrell as Colonel McBurney. I thought it was, you know, real cool to see Colin Farrell in this movie. I thought he did a really good job in here. He was basically playing like this guy who's like shrouded in this mystery as to whether or not he's really a yellow belly, as they call him, or a Yankee belly. Did he have really good intentions? And I can honestly think maybe in the beginning, maybe he did have intentions, but when he saw that this was a all-female boarding school, he just kind of let his parts do the thinking for him. Now Nicole Kidman is basically our other co-lead here as Miss Martha, and I actually really did enjoy Nicole Kidman in this role. It's been a minute since I've seen Nicole Kidman in something that I really enjoyed. She hasn't been doing too much lately in terms of films or anything that I've been seeing. I think she mostly does like little small films here and there, and this certainly is one of those films that falls in that category. But I thought her portrayal of Miss Martha was really good, and I thought that she again was a good co-lead for Colin Farrell's character of McBurney, and how ultimately you saw that there was like this tension there, and I honestly thought at some point during the film they were going to act upon that tension, but it never happens. But I saw some real good genuine chemistry there, along with the chemistry between her and Kirsten Dunst and Elle and Angourie and Oona Laurence. All of the characters basically had good chemistry together, and Nicole Kidman was at the forefront of that, being the headmistress and everything. Now Kirsten Dunst, she will always be to me Mary Jane Watson from the original Spider-Man Raimi trilogy, but it was nice to see her here as well. The last movie that I saw her in that I really thought that they utilized her well, as small as her role was in Hidden Figures. I thought she did a really good job in Hidden Figures as well. The tension between her and Nicole Kidman's character and Elle character and basically all the female characters was really good, and I like to see how it played up against Colin Farrell's character. Elle as Alicia, I dug her character. I thought they used her really well. She seemed like that younger sister who is always like jealous of the older sisters basically. Now me personally, I've never had a sister, so I don't know if this is accurate or not, but I know there's always like that younger sister who wants to be like the older sister basically, and what she does is she tries to overshadow everybody else. And one other character that I really want to spotlight here is Oona Laurence. Now I got introduced to Oona Laurence basically in the movie Bad Moms, and I thought that they used her really well in this film, but she obviously has been in other films as well. But to me, I remember her from Bad Moms last year, and I thought she was one of the best parts about that movie. And the same thing here, when we're first introduced to the character of Colonel McBurney, we are first introduced and have the interaction between Oona Laurence's character and Colin Farrell's character, and I thought that was a really great relationship that they played with throughout the film. And even when it came to a head towards the end, I still liked the relationship. So my general thoughts on The Beguiled, I thought it was a really good solid film, definitely something that I recommend, especially if you're into drama type films that are set in different period pieces sequences. You get little backdrops of here and there about what's going on with the Civil War, but that's more so just like a backdrop thing. That's the main focus is basically what's going on inside this house and how basically McBurney is slowly working his way into the hearts of all the girls in there respectively, and how they all end up becoming kind of jealous towards each other, kind of playing off of that whole thing that if you get too many females in a room and you have only a few guys, they're gonna start tearing each other's heads off to fawn over those hot guys and get their attentions. As far as any negatives go, I really didn't have too many negatives. It seemed like the characters weren't as smart as I thought they might be. Like, I understand, again, maybe they haven't seen men in a while other than like soldiers and whatnot. So when some of them started to like turn on each other and fight on each other, I was like, isn't this kind of soon? Maybe you would have played with the relationships a little bit more. I mean, if you're trapped inside of a house and you haven't seen any shroud of humanity other than the people you're in a house with, and someone new comes in, obviously it's going to bring new life into the place basically. Really, the only other thing that I might have to add about this movie is I felt like maybe sometimes in certain spots I felt like it dragged on just a little bit too much and we didn't really have that much exposition or that much dialogue going on. But there and again, it might have been like that in the original film or in the book, where there are certain scenes where they're more talking with their body language as opposed with their dialogue or with their words. But again, it still didn't take away too much from the film, but it was just one of the negatives I felt like I had to mention. And one more negative that I would really have to add in here as well would probably be the use of Kirsten Dunst's character. Again, I thought they used her well, but there were certain plot points that they put in this movie that I didn't understand, that didn't go anywhere. Like the relationship between her and Colin Farrell's character seemed genuine, but it was fake, I guess. I don't know where they were really trying to go with their chemistry basically, but really other than that, I thought Coppola's film was really good. I thought this was a really solid remake. Again, I have not seen the original, so I cannot compare it, and I have not read the book, so I cannot compare it to that. But hey, jump in the comment section below if you have seen the original or read the book and tell me what you thought about this remake and how it stands up. In terms of a score, I'm gonna go really high with this. I'm actually gonna go with a 9 out of 10. I thought it was a solid movie once again, and I thought it was a drama that had some really good comedic tones to it at certain times, but then it got dark and dramatic when it needed to get dark and dramatic. And again, I thought Coppola was able to get the best performance out of everybody, even when some of the performances seemed a little bit wooden for maybe Dunst's character or even some of the other characters. I still felt like Coppola was able to get the best out of everyone in this film. But what did you guys think of The Beguiled? Have you seen it? Will you check it out this weekend? Again, I know Spider-Man Homecoming is the big thing that everyone's talking about this weekend, but if you have a little extra time and some extra money, you want to check out a film, I think this would be a good movie for you to watch, especially again if you're fans of the original movie or you've read the book or you're into this type of thing. It's been a while since we've had a drama-led film that has like an all-female cast basically. But hey guys, thank you so much for checking out the review. As always, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the video, if you want to see more videos like this. And as I always say, please remember to become a savage, stay a savage, and peace out, y'all.